Hey guys, Doitonadime here. So in this video, I'm going to show you how to make over thrifted finds furniture without sanding or fancy equipment, so you don't have to be afraid of the process because it's really easy. So the next time you find a piece destined for the garbage dump, pick it up and do some magic with it. So this is the piece I'm working with, and the backstory behind this is this piece was actually at my in-laws' place and it was outside. And this is so gross that there were actually mice living in it. So if you're afraid of mice, I suggest you fast forward, but this is just the honest truth, so I have to show you guys. The drawers were really gross, chipped paint, and there was actually a nest in this top drawer, which I did remove before filming. You're welcome. And the other huge issue was the top of this. All of the finish was really coming off, but the bones of this piece were so beautiful, so I knew it totally deserved a second chance. And my dad actually needed a dresser, so I thought this would be the perfect opportunity to do a makeover. So my first step was disinfecting. So gross on the inside of the drawers. Again, I have to show you guys for full disclosure. So I took a bleach and water solution and cleaned out the inside completely. I also used a vinegar solution 3 times over just to get all of the gross smell out. I didn't want to use any fancy equipment, and you don't have to do this on all pieces, but my piece definitely had a lot of chipping on top, so I just used this stripping gel. It's so easy. You just sit it on for a few hours and then you use a scraper and all of that nastiness comes right off. You don't have to use a sander or any fancy equipment. It makes it really easy to prep your surface for the rest of the stuff you have to do. After 24 hours, the chemical is no longer active, it's all scraped off, so there you can see the finish was completely removed and it's looking better already. So here's where I was massively blessed and fortunate. We actually went into the hardware store to tell them we wanted to make this over, and the guy at the store, if you follow me on Instagram, you know this, had a Rust-Oleum kit, and this is a furniture finishing kit. You can use this on cabinets, you can use it on furniture, but paint had spilled all over the inside of this, so they were actually gonna throw it away, and they were giving it to me for free. The guy was like, you can have this because we're just gonna throw it away, but it's basically a kit that you can use to refinish furniture. Depending on the size of your piece, the retail value is like $30 to $70 or so, but for free, I was totally gonna do it, and I wanted to see how the process worked, and I really would recommend it after using it. I actually would pay full price knowing what I know now, but because I got it for free, it made it all the more fun and the better. So that's a big tip for you guys. Go into your hardware store. A lot of times they have discounted paint or things that have nicks, dents, and spills on it that they can give you at a discount or for free. So here's how the kit works in case you're interested. You don't have to do any fancy sanding. All you do is use all the stuff that was included with it and start with a deglossing phase. So here I am just rubbing this deglosser on, and this is just getting all of the grease and dirt off of your piece. The deglossing part is honestly the hardest part. Everything else is so easy. Now you're just going to paint on 2 coats of your tinted base. There's no priming necessary. You just paint it on as you normally would, like a wall or whatever. And I'm just doing the front faces of all the drawers. And because this was just a dresser, it went super fast. And I would think a small kit like this could do at least 3 pieces of furniture. The only thing is you do want to make sure that you're going with the grain of the wood and be really careful to make sure you get a nice even coat on and that there's no like globs anywhere. The final step is going over it with a gloss, and this is going to prevent it from getting nicked up later. So that's why you don't really have to sand. You got the deglosser at the beginning and then the gloss at the end, so that is going to protect the furniture, and this step was really easy too. It just goes on like paint. One thing that was kind of cool is this actually came with an instructional DVD, which was unscathed by the paint in the container, so I was able to watch it and it was really helpful. But when it's done, you just want to let it fully dry and cure. It takes like 24 hours to dry, and then it's fully cured after 7 days. Like, you can do anything to it. But I wasn't done there. I knew I wanted to tackle the hardware, and you can see I've got my little helper here. We just put it into a bucket of water to clean it all off, and then I decided to spray paint it because it was kind of this dated bronze look, and it didn't really go with the color that I painted it. And I already had the black spray paint sitting around, so as you guys can tell, this project was actually completely free, like even for the dresser, which was really awesome. So I just do a couple of really light coats, and here is the after. You guys, this dresser looked like an $800 dresser that you would buy at Haverty's or, you know, a pretty nice furniture store. And again, this is in my dad's house, and I just styled it with a few things that I already had. I had the picture frame from the Goodwill, the lamp was from the Goodwill. The flower arrangement I made using an acrylic water kit. I will link a video down below if you're interested in making those. And this is how the hardware turned out. It was just a simple matte black, which was really pretty. And here you can see the placement in the room. It's actually between two closets, which is kind of a weird setup, but anyway, it looks so good there. It feels like it fits the space perfectly. This was a completely free makeover, but even if I had to buy the kit, I would definitely do it again. It's such an easy way to make over furniture, your cabinets. I highly, highly recommend it. I hope this video inspired you to try your hand at a furniture makeover. It really is worth it in the end, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!